Hi everyone. In this session, I'm going to show you how to reverse a sales invoice. Basically, due to this e-invoicing regulation, whenever you're raising an invoice, okay, and if there is any mistake after raising an invoice, after raising an approved invoice, if it's not approved, you can modify the invoice as you like because the QR code on the invoice will be generated after approving it. Now, if you want to modify the invoice after it's approved, then you have to make a complete reversal of this invoice and create a fresh new invoice. Now, to make a complete reversal of this invoice, let's say this is the invoice number 2021-0058. In order to do that, you have to go to the menu. In menu, you have sales return. You can just open sales return in another tab. Or click on the same tab, it does not make any difference. Then you have here all the transactions. Click on create new. So once you click on the create new, it will open a sales return form or transaction screen where you can select the transaction type as invoice because we are returning invoice, okay? Or reversing the invoice. If you want to reverse sales receipt, you can select sales receipt reversal. Okay, select invoice, then select the transaction reference number. If you want, you can type the transaction reference number. Is the reference number 202105, or you can select from the drop down. Okay, 20210058. It will filter and give you that invoice. So once you select that invoice, the respective information of the invoice will come automatically. Here, it was created with 5%. It is there here with the 5%. Whatever the tax amount was there, you can just verify. 3,500, tax 5%, 15%, whatever. The total invoice amount is the same, 3675. If you compare with the invoice, it is showing 3675. Now I'm going back to the return screen. Here, if you see, it is asking for the reason why you want to return. It says the invoice was created mistakenly wrong invoice, or invoice correction is needed. Or you can mention invoice reversal, whatever the reason can be. On the date of which you're making it the reversal, on that day, it will impact on your tax reports. This date, 15th February. If you're making on today's date, it will impact on 15th February. Then return type should be credit. And link to invoice should be yes. Applied to invoice should be yes. You have to return, or you have to make a reversal with full invoice amount when it is a wrong invoice, or you want to modify or correct the invoice. Never, it's not recommended to make partial changes in the invoice when you're reversing it. Make a reversal of the full invoice, and again, you need to create a new invoice. Now I'm making it credit because you're reversing it. Credit, link to invoice, yes. Apply to invoice as yes. Click on add. So once you click on add, this invoice is basically reversed. You have created a return of that invoice, okay, with a credit note. You see the print, it will have a QR code with all the respective information available. You can see it here, clear? Now, if you go back and check the invoice status, it was showing here unpaid, right? Now it will show it as paid because this is closed, and it also reduces your receivable balance. I'm refreshing it. It is showing it as paid now. Okay. And the balance is 0. It's not basically paid. It's just adjusted with the reversal amount. Now you can see the return reference number. It's shown here. Now you want to create a duplicate copy of this transaction. You can click on duplicate copy transaction and then modify the transaction as you like. So basically now you can create a fresh new invoice with a modified version. Let's say you want to modify the date or whatever information, or you want to change even a price, you can change it. It's in the simple mode. You can switch to advanced mode, or whatever you prefer, you can do it. So this is a mechanism to create a return, reversal, and create a new invoice. Hope clear. You can change, because by mistake you selected 5%, it should have been VAT 15%. So now it is clear. Thank you.